Hi guys, word on the street is that Treyarch have fixed the aura in Liberty Falls. Well, we haven't seen it yet, so let's chill on that. But this is the COD pod where they talked about that, and they also talk about Black Ops 6 Zombies Easter eggs, and about Kevin Sherwood coming back, and a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to just jump into this now, take a watch, and then see what we think about how they've changed the mode based on what we have said.
We're getting a lot of zombies love, especially after the last episode. Thanks, everyone, for the questions and the comments. And
lots of
all
zombies
that.
questions,
Has the Zombies team made any changes to Liberty Falls since we first saw it at COD Next?
Yes. Short answer, yes.
Next question.
The Liberty Falls that everyone saw at Call of Duty Next was work in progress, right? That map was still months away at the time from launch. And so the Zombies team has continued to iterate on Liberty Falls since then.
Dude, the Wunderwaffe in the background, so cool.
And the visual tone and sort of the look and feel are now a bit moodier.
Cool.
Than what people saw in the work in progress version.
A bit moodier. Have they just listened to what a bunch of folks on Reddit and Twitter and stuff were saying and just, have they basically made it darker? Like, is that going to be the change? Have they just said, that sun, we're just going to whack some extra clouds in its way and just make it a little bit more dark, right? More dusky. Is that the kind of look that they're going to be going for? That would be a big help, I think. I think that will go a long way. Curious what other elements they might have added.
Call of Duty Next. So that's very exciting. And there are some atmospheric elements that people did not see at Next because at the time, we had the main quest and the Easter eggs disabled for broadcast.
No spoilers.
We didn't want to spoil it.
No spoilies.
And so I think there's a lot that people haven't seen in terms of those elements and something to look forward to for launch. Kevin?
Atmospheric elements is interesting because atmospheric elements does not sound like a massive underground area, right? It sounds like maybe a voice talking to you, something like that. So I'm still kind of holding out hope that there's a massive underground area, but with every day that passes where they don't mark it that there's a massive underground area, it makes me more and more confident there is not a massive underground area. And what we basically saw of the map is 90% of the map rather than what we've been hoping it's going to be, which is like 30%. Like, I want the most of the map to be underground spooky stuff that we couldn't possibly fathom right now. I suspect that might be a little over-enthusiastic.
Evan Drew talked about this a little bit next with our 2 launch maps. So Liberty Falls is intended to be sort of a smaller, more casual, so you can just jump right in, compared to...
I really struggle with the way that they do this, because if you're designing one zombies map to be more casual, so you can jump straight in, and it just looks like Warzone, and it doesn't look like a zombies map in the way that we would normally think a zombies map would look, which is what we said about Liberty Falls, right? When we saw it, we commented on its aura, etc. If you're doing that, there comes a point where you're no longer making a zombies map, right? And I fear that what they should be trying to do is they should be trying to bring the multiplayer and the Warzone people to zombies rather than constantly pushing zombies towards the Warzone people. I think that is a very different motion that could be happening. One is a move away from zombies where we're at right now. We're the hardcore community, right? Away from us and building an experience for other people instead. And the other is to say, this experience that is over here, let's get them into the fold, right? In cool ways. And I just don't like this idea that we constantly have to, like we're saying two round-based maps at launch, right? But it's not. If you're characterizing it as like, well, there's this casual one that's not really zombies. It's just like, it's designed for people that don't play zombies. Like, it's why are we marketing it as 2 round-based maps? Do you know what I mean? It's a nitpick from my side, but it is something that I think is really important, because if this continues ad infinitum, we end up basically with the Warzone people starting to like a version of zombies that is not zombies. And that means that they then get more of this not zombies version of this mode, right? And it just causes its own problems. So I'm going to be an old man and I'm going to comment on it and I'm going to shout at the cloud or yell at the cloud for as long as I need to, just to be a stick in the mud about this, because I think it is important. Because otherwise, I think zombies loses something if we aren't very vocal about the fact that just a casual map in that way, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't speak to the hardcore people in the same way I think that something like a Terminus, something more hardcore, etc. would. And that's not to say, God, I'm going on a big tangent here, I apologize, but that's not to say that us, right, we, the hardcore zombies community, don't enjoy playing a more casual map, a simpler map, a more straightforward map, etc. Absolutely we do. It's just that if it's designed for Warzone people, which is the impression that we got based on what we saw, that's when it becomes a problem, right? But if they're designing it as a more casual zombies experience for hardcore zombies fans, right? Then I'm actually bought in a big way. Hopefully you can see the nuance of what I'm saying there.
To Terminus, which is one of the biggest round-based zombies maps that Treyarch has ever made. So lots to do there, lots to do in both maps. But I think Terminus speaks to the more hardcore players and fans of zombies. And so at launch with both maps, there's really something for everyone.
I could dive into a Liberty Falls game, run around for, say, an hour, save and quit.
We'll see.
Whereas I feel like with Terminus, this is much more of a...
Why did she like go, is that not a thing? Wait, what? Why did it... I'm just going to watch that one more time. And I'm going to watch very carefully.
Something for everyone.
I could dive into a Liberty Falls game, run around for, say, an hour, save and quit.
Am I just misreading that? Maybe I'm just having a moment of not being able to read human emotions properly. But it looked like she was like, oh, I don't know about that. But I think maybe what is intending to be displayed here is like, oh yeah, you could do that. Am I just being a robot right now? What's wrong with me?
Whereas I feel like with Terminus, this is much more of a, we're committing to this squad.
A few of the HUD elements in zombies are also getting touched up, which we'll be able to share a little bit.
Yes. Keep telling me good news, man.
Team to learn a little bit more. Make sure you look out.
What have I done?
A few of the HUD elements in zombies are also getting touched up.
Yes.
Which we'll be able to share a little bit more about as we get closer to launch. So make sure you look out for the upcoming COD blogs from the Call of Duty crew and the Zombies team to learn a little bit more.
Listen, that's not the last Zombies question.
The entire...
This is more zombie stuff, so don't click off the video yet. But while we're talking about upcoming COD blogs, maybe subscribe to the channel. I looked up the other day, like 80% of you guys are not subscribed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Right? I'm putting out all these videos. How are you finding them? Like under the couch cushions? Right? You're just relying on random chance to bring you back to the channel? That's taking a risk, that is. You might never see my ugly mug ever again if you don't subscribe. That would be a tragedy, wouldn't it? So hit subscribe right now. Okay, let's move on.
The focus of the team to develop round-based experiences for this game, as in only RBZ.
Yes. And Kevin Drew, who was on our last episode, who is an awesome human and leading many parts of Zombies at Treyarch, mentioned this at Call of Duty Next, that the team is entirely focused on developing round-based zombies content for Black Ops 6. And that the big news at Next and on our second episode was that the third round-based zombies maps for BO6 will arrive by the end of the year. So we've got Liberty Falls and Terminus at launch, and then a third round-based zombies map coming, probably around season 1, but by my math.
Wait, what? Oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God. What? I thought it was going to be season 1 reloaded. If it's coming at season... Oh my God. That's going to mean... How am I going to survive, bro? How am I going to survive? No, there's no way. There's no way that she meant the start of season 1. Surely not. That would mean the game comes out October 25th, and then 3 weeks later, like November 14th, we have DLC 1. Like... you trying to kill me, Call of Duty? Like, I suspect that was lost in translation and she meant season 1 reloaded. Maybe I'm just mishearing her here. Maybe.
And today we can also confirm
Yo, DLC 1
that
today?
Zombies players can expect more support for in-game events compared to previous Black Ops games. So stay tuned.
What does that mean?
To see what those might be.
Final question here from the mailbag.
Bro, in-game events, this is Zombies question as well. More in-game events? Like, good ones? That would be nice, because I think we've had mixed events historically. It's been a mixed bag. So, more stuff. Cool. Could be great, I guess. Will Kevin Sherwood Easter eggs be returning?
In Sherwood's Easter egg songs be returning in Zombies?
Also known as the GOAT. Nice. Short answer, again, yes. Kevin Sherwood is back, and he is writing some incredible, amazing original songs for Zombies, and players will be able to discover 2 of them at launch. So again, 1 for each map with Terminus Island and Liberty Falls.
Cool.
I have heard the songs for both of them, and they are ducking epic.
They will be in the carry section of Duck, Carry, Kill for the foreseeable future. But also, I think for now, for most folks, it's, okay, cool, I want to hear these songs for previous games. And again, for the first time you jump into Zombies, do your homework, have a listen to Kevin Sherwood's work, because they're quite literally epic.
Damned on repeat until October 25th and beyond. So get exciting, have fun hunting.
It's funny because I think Damned is not a Kevin Sherwood song. But I think, right? Isn't it Brian Chewy and like Jack Wall's done a lot of the new Damned? Or am I like tripping balls here? Either way, Damned is out, so you could put it on repeat. So she's spot on, really. But
for those at launch,
never been good at that. I've always let other people find them first, and then
that's what I'm here for, buddy. It's all good, you know. And you know what? That's what you're here for too. So make sure you're freaking subscribed to the channel, damn it. This sounds like great news. TBD, it remains to be seen. But at the end of the day, if they're trying to listen to our feedback and they're not just being like, no, I can't hear the Zombies community. No, I can't hear them saying anything at all. They're just moaning. They're just doing the normal stuff. We're gonna just do our own thing. If they're not doing that and they're actually taking the feedback on board, that is bullish. That is very, very good. So thumbs up, Treyarch. I would love to see some of the stuff that you've been adding. That'd be really cool. Give us a little teaser. I guess they've got a blog coming soon, so I'll be covering that here on the channel. All right, I'll see you guys then.